Number one, told you I was going to have a better studio. I'm no longer filming in a jungle, as someone said on the previous video, so thanks for that. Number two, Carlo Ancelotti is fired. Didn't see that coming this early, but according to Bayern Munich's president, chief executive, all the same, all higher up positions, he said the performance of our team since the start of the season did not meet the expectations we put to them. So therefore, the Italian manager, who is drenched in Champions League glory and has managed the best of what Europe has to offer, Real Madrid, AC Milan, and now Bayern Munich, is out after merely, what, season in charge at that club. But so let's just look at what he was able to do. He's able to deliver a Bundesliga, which is almost expected every year by the German champions. But he fell out of the Champions League last year in the last 8. That was a problem for many of anyone associated with Bayern Munich, because they're constantly knocking on the door. So when you have one of the best teams around fallen victim again to a team that's supposed to be either on your level playing field or you're still supposed to be superior, that team being PSG, questions were asked. Do I think it's a little harsh? I always think these decisions are harsh. I think that it was proven that it's not just England. England's a little worse than most. They do sack managers relatively soon into any struggling circumstances. But in other countries, of course, as we see what's happened in Spain and now what's happening in Germany, is that the standard is just so high at the moment, because when you get PSG going out and spending 200, 300 million on players and smashing you 3-0, that's what Bayern Munich looks as the fix. But it's not always the easy fix, as has been proven in the past with countless teams, where you try to go in, take the manager out, you cut the head off the monster and you forget that everything else is rotten as well. There's a problem in there. So with Bayern Munich, it's going to be old Willie Sagnol, who's the assistant coach, who's going to take over at the moment. But questions are asked about this team. Carlo Ancelotti in the transfer window. Selling Douglas Costa. Talented player, potentially going to be groomed into that role that Frank Ribery has been occupying. I thought he looked good when he had to be there. But the biggest problem, which I mentioned on the Champions League clip, Philip Lahm, Xabi Alonso. Losing those two guys and not replacing them is a huge issue, because that's the core of your team. That's the experience. That's the fundamentals which made Bayern Munich, one of the best teams in the world that were constantly expected to be in either the semi-finals or the final of the Champions League. And with that standard being so high and Real Madrid being undoubtedly the best team to compete with PSG not far behind at the moment, you can't be getting beat 3-0. So I understand where they're coming from, but are they going to be able to fix it 3-4 games into the season? We're going to have to wait and see. But it was a big shock to me to wake up and see that Carlo Ancelotti was no longer manager of Bayern Munich. Not a good day for the Silver Foxes either, because Hugh Hefner passed away, which is very sad. But 91 years of age, what a life he lived. You never thought that would make its way into the sports clip, but that's what happens. And again, yes, we have a studio set up, so there will be more clips that don't look like I'm filming on iPhone 5, which I think I was doing regardless. But subscribe to TYT Sports. Hit me in the comments. What do you think? Carlo Ancelotti out at Bayern Munich. Who is going to replace him? Francis M. Maxwell, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, Tumblr. No one ever uses that. I'll see you soon.